All right, open your phone right now. Pull up your contacts, scroll through the names, past clients, people who closed with you a year ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago, the buyers you helped find their first home, the sellers who got top dollar for and sent flowers to at closing, the investors who closed 3 properties with you back when the market was different. Most of them haven't heard from you in months. Some haven't heard from you maybe even in years. And here's the part that's harder to admit. The next 5 deals you do are almost certainly sitting in that list. While you're spending money and time chasing strangers who have no reason to trust you yet, I want to talk to you about this because it's the single biggest leak in most agents' businesses. And I don't say that to make anybody feel bad. I say it because it's the easiest leak to fix. Here's the pattern. Agents come into real estate, they close their first few deals through people they know, and then somehow along the way, they get the message that they need to do prospecting. Cold leads, paid ads, door knocking, open houses for strangers, online lead services that charge per inquiry. And those things are not bad, they have their place, but they become the entire focus while the warmest, highest conversion business an agent has is already sitting in their CRM, slowly going cold. Let me give you the math on this. Industry data shows that a referred lead converts at somewhere between 5 and 10 times the rate of a cold internet lead. A past client is more than likely to use you again if they remember that you exist when the time comes. And referrals from past clients are statistically the highest quality business a real estate agent can generate. But here's the catch. None of that happens by accident. None of that happens because someone vaguely remembers liking you 4 years ago. It happens because you stayed top of mind. Because when their friend mentioned they were thinking about selling, your name was already loaded into the front of their brain. So, why do most agents stop talking to past clients? There's a few reasons. The first one is awkwardness. After the closing gift and the thank you note, you run out of things to say. You don't want to feel like you're bothering them, and you definitely don't want to feel like you're hitting them up for business. So, you don't reach out at all, which is somehow worse than reaching out clumsily. The second reason is there is no system. You don't have a structured way to stay in touch, so it becomes very random. You'll text someone you happen to think about. You won't text someone else for 2 years because they never came to mind. There's no rhythm and there's no reliability. And the third reason, this is the big one, cold leads feel like work. Past clients feel like relationships, and we've been trained to think that work is what produces results. So when we lean into the harder, lower conversion activities because it feels more like effort, while ignoring the low effort, higher conversion activities sitting right in front of us. Let me give you what to actually do. Not the polished version, it's the practical version. Step 1, pull every past client out of your CRM or your phone. Make a list. If you don't have a CRM, just write them in a notebook or an Excel sheet. The list itself is more important than where it lives. Step 2 is to sort them into 3 groups. Group A is people you absolutely know would refer you and use you again if they had the chance. Group B is people you had a good experience with, but you've fallen out of touch with. And group C is people whose deals didn't go perfectly or you're not totally sure where you guys stand. Each group gets a different approach. Step 3, Group A gets a personal touch from you in the next 7 days. A phone call, a text, drop by their house with something, anything that doesn't feel like marketing, just a check-in. Find out what's going on in their life. Most of them haven't heard a real voice from you in way too long. Step 4, Group B gets added to a rhythm. Quarterly check-ins, a market update they actually want to read, a birthday text, an anniversary of closing message. Build a system that touches each of them 4 to 6 times a year without feeling spammy. Step 5, Group C gets one outreach that acknowledges where you left off honestly. If something didn't go right, address it directly. People respect that more than agents pretending that nothing happened. And here's what's going to actually happen if you actually do this. Inside of 30 days, some of those people are going to reply. Some are going to mention they were just thinking about selling. Some are going to forward your name to their friend. Some are even going to thank you for reaching out at exactly the right moment. And the leads from cold ads, the open houses, the paid services, all of that still has its place, but it stops being your only source of business because the warmest source has been there this whole time. I'm Meagan, a Tucson real estate agent. This is the kind of unglamorous fundamental that built more careers in this industry than every paid lead service combined. Drop a comment with the name, first name only if that's fine, of one past client you're going to reach out to in the next 7 days. I read every comment, and if you found this useful, send it to one of the agents who needs to hear this reminder. If you'd like to book a direct call, you can find that information in the description below. I'd love to help you, talk you through it. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one.